Hey guys, welcome to Panda Hobby. Today is Sunday, May 3rd, and it is a lovely day outside, and I'm here to take your mind off of the outside so you guys can stay home and stay safe and stay healthy. So what's up? Welcome to Panda Hobby. If you guys haven't been here before, this is an amazing shop that we're solely dedicated to Gundam models and Japanese model kits. And if you've been here before and you wish to come back, us too, we wish you guys come back because it's pretty boring out there. We regularly do these videos to kind of connect with you guys, to make sure you guys are not going crazy at home, and also to make sure that you guys are having fun, even though that you're stuck at four walls just like us. So, without any further ado, we're gonna go off with our, I guess, weekly update on our social media platform lives. So, first update is, drum roll please, the end of the 30-minute mission / AK interactive contest is finally to an end. Yes, yay! Give a round of applause to everyone that joined, and for all you guys that tried to join but didn't make it, there's always next time. We're going to host a lot of these regular contests just to make sure that you guys are having fun at home. As well, for all that joined, thank you for your participation. It was really nice to see everyone's work and everything. But we're only going to mention the top 3. Just, you know, like just to get the video shorter. Anyways, for the 3rd place, we want to congratulate to you, Cody. Cody, congratulations, you won 3rd place. He did a really amazing job with his weathering as well as the first time attempt on his kit. 2nd place is Roger. I see you there, Roger. Congratulations, you got 2nd place. Woo! Did a lot of kit batching and a lot of modding to his kit, and then we can see that he tried a lot of different stuff and a lot of customization as well. So congratulations, you on 2nd place. And first place is, drum roll, is Eugene. I don't know if he's actually in the stream right now, but Eugene did an amazing job. He did a lot of dry brushing as well as weathering, edging, and scratching. So that is just really cool. And believe it or not, he actually finished like a week before everyone else, just because he didn't actually know that we extended the contest deadline again to kind of match back up with the whole government lockdown. However, he still went ahead and sent it in. So it's really nice and everything. So we're deciding to do and start another contest as well. We're kind of juggling the idea between a Star Wars contest and a Gundam contest. So if you have any comments or feedbacks, let us know which one you would like to try. For the Star Wars contest, we're thinking about doing it as a separate 2-part contest. One part is all these Star Wars vehicles, and the other part is all these Star Wars figures. So it's going to be a 2-part contest. It's going to be separate. Each person can enter both parts. So we're thinking about doing that. Or we're gonna just jump straight into ahead and do a Gundam contest, since, guess what? If you guys didn't know, GBWC 2020 has been postponed, or canceled if I would like to say, because it's canceled to next year. So it's kind of the same thing as being canceled or postponed or that kind of stuff, right? Yes, I see a lot of guys in the chat are talking about May the 4th. That's why we timed it to actually start the Star Wars contest. However, during the entire planning process, we found out that GBWC is canceled, and then we know that a lot of people are pretty sad about it. We want to do a special contest for Gundam guys. We figured that since there's a lot of contests already for Gundam, so we wanted to do extra contests for everyone else that wanted to do something else. However, you know, the timing happened that, you know, GBWC is canceled, so I was like, okay, well, you know, now you guys can choose if you guys want a Star Wars contest or if you guys want a Gundam contest. So we're going to throw a poll up on our social media on Instagram and on Facebook. Just vote for which one you guys want to do, and now we'll proceed with that one. We're probably going to discuss some ideas what we want to do, but for Star Wars, we're probably going to do like just a standard customized version of your vehicles or your kits, you know, different insignias or different styles of your stormtrooper or your characters that you want to see in the different colors or painting style. And then for Gundam, I'm thinking maybe it's going to be like an open concept, maybe keep it simple, maybe like HG or maybe an MG or both. So we'll probably just keep it simple just to see where this goes, because we're not really sure how long this whole lockdown is going to take. So hopefully it'll maybe be done in a month, less than a month. But did you know that we've been fully closed since April? Are you guys missing Panda? Because I sure like totally missing you guys. It's super bored here. It's super boring. Anyways, just catching up on some of the comments. Star Wars themed Gundam. Oh, Star Wars themed Gundam Contest. Oh, that's gonna be very hard. A lot of people are not gonna be able to do that. We want to make sure that all the contests are actually open and beginner friendly, just because we want everyone to have fun and not to have like 1 or 2 people that are super good at modeling just to wipe out and take all the prizes. So let's not do a Star Wars themed Gundam contest just yet until everyone has gone to more comfortable in painting and customizing. Then we'll do that. All right. It's been a week since our last announcement for our new shipping method and shipping upgrades. And for all you guys at home that have ordered us from the last week till now, have you guys noticed anything different? Because we sure have noticed, and we have received countless of responses and feedback from you guys all, and it has just been a wonderful and a positive environment for everyone to say thank you, and they're really appreciating about the new shipping method, and we are very happy to provide for you. And if you guys haven't ordered anything from us in the last week or so, we actually have a new shipping method, and for all the local GTA cities, including Toronto, North York, Vaughan, Richmond Hill, Markham, Scarborough, Etobicoke, Brampton, Mississauga, Newmarket, Aurora, Pickering, Ajax, Whitby, Oshawa, and I think I'm missing Stouffville up there. They are all receiving a complimentary free upgrade onto our shipping service. There's still a shipping fee that you have to pay, but instead of getting it, you know, like the very long and delayed process, you're gonna probably get your package shipped to your door within 1 to 2 days, like 1 to 2 days. Some of them guys order in the morning, and they got it the evening or the afternoon of the same day. So we're trying to make sure that you guys are all getting these products and these kits so that you guys can work on it, because we know that you guys are super bored at home, and we just want to make sure that you guys getting it in a timely fashion so that you guys can enjoy it before it, you know, kind of just passes off, right? So that's something that we want to do for you. Hopefully, after the whole lockdown, we can continue to support this service. But we'll see after the lockdown, see how it goes and if it's too expensive or not for us. But right now, we're going to make sure that you guys are going to get it at super fast shipping so that none of you guys get super upset because of the whole Canada Post and the whole courier service. Everyone's getting delayed across the country. There's nothing to do about it. I think there's an article that Canada Post released that they're getting the same level of volume, like Christmas, Boxing Day kind of level of volume every single day during this whole lockdown. So that's why they're super behind. They're working like 20,000%, you know, above their normal rate. So that's pretty much how it is and how it is going forward. But we're lucky enough that we live in Canada that, you know, shipping is already kind of pretty expensive, but we still get it faster. So hopefully you guys are enjoying that. Enjoying your products, enjoying your kits at home. We hope to see more works from you guys. So you guys didn't know, we actually have a Facebook group called Henna Hobby Modeling Group. Go to our website or go to Facebook and search it up and join it. There's a lot of people that's on there building. They answer a lot of amazing questions. Recently, everyone's asking a lot of different questions, and everyone's just been amazing and answering all these like very skillful and very informative ways to talk about it. So it's pretty cool. And then I need to quarantine to finish. That way I can have my surgery. Oh, okay. I hope you feel better. And then, yeah, maybe feel better and feel better, man. Anyways, next up, it's an amazing announcement, is that Panda Hobby is now an official Iwata Crown dealer. So we're an actually authorized official reseller of the Iwata products. So you already noticed that now we have a lot of new products from Iwata, and later on we're gonna have a lot more of every single different lines of it as well. So it's pretty cool. Excuse me. So let me clear my throat. So it's been very exciting news for us because we've been trying to get it, and we've been trying to make sure that you guys get the coolest products ever. And guess what? We finally got Iwata in. And we noticed that some of you guys already bought DWHADA. Don't worry, we're gonna get more soon. That was kind of like the first batch. We actually have an entire shipment coming in, but then it's been chopped up and broken apart too. So that's why we only got small little bits of it. But later on, we're gonna probably carry the entire section as well, and then also including like airbrushes, different compressors, different parts as well. I know you guys all, I don't know, for some reason, a lot of people have been asking me about like needles, about their Iwata airbrushes and everything. Yes, we have needles. You just have to do your own research on which needle you require if we don't have it. But we're probably gonna, we will most likely carry the parts that for whichever airbrush or whichever parts that we actually have. So if we carry like an Eclipse, we'll have parts for the Eclipse. But if it's anything like something that we don't really carry off and we have a kind of like a special order, then we don't really carry parts for that. Unless it's a special order or you have to request it, then we can search for it and let you know. Excuse me. But anyways, one of the amazing products that I want to talk to you today is for everyone that is in the market for starting airbrushes. But then they don't really know what to do or where to go from. And this is actually an amazing product that we got. We wanted to recommend, we highly recommend this product to all the new beginners and casual builders that want to get into airbrush. Is this guy. So this is the Neo Iwata Gravity Feed Airbrush. So within this kit, you will actually get the entire airbrush of Neo Iwata. It's an entry-level Iwata, but you're still getting an Iwata airbrush. You're getting a small, mini compact Neo air compressor, and then you have several bottles of paint. You can use it to test it on or anything, but if you're actually going to paint your Gundam models, we highly encourage you to do something else, because these are more for canvases and more for paper kind of painting, not really made for like Gundams or, you know, like hard surfaces, plastic kind of things, more made for canvas papers, those kind of stuff as well. Oh, I caught a question. Are you guys going to still carry Mr. Hobby airbrushes? Yes, we are going to carry Mr. Hobby airbrushes. It's just that we got a lot of requests from people talking about asking for Iwata, just because they've heard about the brand and heard about it being popular. So that's why we worked really hard to actually get Iwata. And but we will still carry Mr. Hobby airbrushes, just because I personally just think I just like the Mr. Hobby brand. I don't know why. I just like it. It's, you know, I just like it. But anyways, this is an amazing package. I saw it, and this is even cheaper than the Mr. Hobby, which is rare because mostly Iwata products are actually more expensive than Mr. Hobby stuff. But this package, the entire thing, goes for $239.99. So get them while they last, because these are gonna go fast, very, very fast. Another part over here is you actually see this. This is like the creme. I don't. What was that term? Creme de la crop? Creme on top?
Creme de la creme.
Creme de la creme. Exactly. Creme de la. Is it creme de la creme?
I don't know what it means.
I don't know. But basically the best of the best. Okay. This is the best of the best. This is the. Oh man, I forgot what it's called. I think it's a project. There we go. I figured the name would be on the box, but turns out it's on the side of the box, okay? But this is actually the Project Pro. This is one hell of a beast because it has a whole tank, compressors, and 2 designated regulators and airbrush hoses. So pretty cool. If you guys are actually like experienced airbrushers and you guys need different airbrushing, and you'll probably wonder why you'll need different airbrushing, is because many people run different size needles or different size airbrushes, so they can just switch back and forth really quickly, or they want to not really want to clean their airbrushes, so they can actually have, like, you know, their shading airbrush on one side and the color on one side, so they can just go back and forth or whatever they want to do. So that's really neat. So it's really good for anyone that wants the best of the best, or if you're already a seasoned or experienced airbrusher or modeler and you want to get extra out of your hobby, then that's good for you. Think you like? Oh wow, thanks. I'm not gonna say it wrong. All right, are we touching upon chromes today? I think I covered it, but I'll try to cover it really quickly later on in the video. And then we got convention exclusives. So if you don't know, a lot of the conventions across Canada has been canceled. So that completely sucks because one of the best parts about Panda Hobby is for us to come out and see you guys. And if you guys ever seen us at any of the conventions, you know that it is freaking fun to be around us because we just there to have fun. And we love to talk to you guys and we love to see you and chat with you guys because whenever we are in the convention, you guys come up to us and you guys are like, hey, I love this Gundam. And I'm like, yeah, me too. I like this part when this episode and that thing and that happens. And it's just really, really fun because we just get to know a lot of you guys, you know, face to face, in person, and as well as you guys get to know us as well. So it kind of sucks that all the conventions got canceled. One of our favorite ones, or a few ones are close by, they got canceled too. But on the bright side, Bandai has released all the convention exclusives to us so that we can sell it to you guys. But it's a very small amount. It's only like 1 or 2 each. So that sucks, but at least you still get it. Hopefully we can work on that to get you guys more, but on current basis, I highly doubt it. Hopefully things will get better next year, and we hope to see you guys at the local convention next year. And then, yes, if you guys are actually into Kotobuki Kits and the girl kits, right? These guys just came in. Aha! So, we have the Mega Me devices, and if you guys never know what Mega Me devices is, it's like another line that's like frame arm girls, but I like to think it's more of like a fantasy version. So, you have frame arm girls that are more mechanics and more like mech girls, and these ones are more like fantasy, so like, you know, like archers and knights and those kind of style, magic girls, so you have those kind of styles as well. So this is a Bullet Light Launcher Hellblaze, and we have Bullet Light Lancer Hellblaze. They're pretty cool. There's a different color variation and style from the original Bullet Light and Bullet Lancer. They're really, really cute. I really like them. And they're superposable. If you're actually looking for something that has like superposability, these things, the thigh moves, the ankle moves, the toe moves, like everything. You can repose it exactly like an anime or any of your favorite anime scenes. Pretty cool. We have a few models already built and on display. So I kind of thoroughly enjoyed them. We have a question. I am just waiting for more Zord kits to come. Zord kits are actually in the in a slow production run. We have ordered some Zoid kits, however, they are still, it's taking a while. Long story short, it's taking a while. So we made some orders, but we're waiting for them to arrive. I think we're getting Liger and some other Liger version in, but then yeah. If you guys didn't know, Japan actually has a lot of shipping regulations and shipping restrictions right now. And if you also didn't know, Japan has something called a Golden Week, and we are right in the middle of Golden Week. For an entire week, the entire Japan basically closes. All business closes, and no one really works during that week. So it actually prolongs even more delays into our schedules as well. We have a question. When will you restock on HG kits? We actually did a restock already. It's just all the restocks are coming in so fast that we can't really announce it on a frequent basis. And also we have another shipment coming in. We pretty much have a lot of shipments coming in a lot of times. Yeah, we're working very tirelessly in Panda team as well as everyone in here to make sure that everything's running smoothly. But yeah. Don't worry about it. Just keep your just put your email in this restock notification, and you should be able to get notified whenever your kit that you're looking for gets restocked. We're gonna restock heavily on HGs, and we already did for this week, and then we're also gonna do another one for next week as well. So hopefully that is going to be pretty good. Wow, we were getting a lot of questions. Are you guys going to restock on the AK Extreme Black base paint? AK Extreme Black Paste. I think the restock is coming in a week or two. What happens is a lot of the couriers, if you guys didn't know, okay, a lot of the couriers, a lot of the shipping companies, a lot of the outside, external, international couriers, they've been limiting a lot of shipping like coming inbounds into different countries, especially Canada. So a lot of the big shipments that we get split up into multiple small ones, just because they're like, no, we have to kind of spread it out to everyone. So a lot of the shipments got kind of postponed or chopped up into smaller segments. So yes, we are getting it. We're getting a lot of stuff restocked. We've placed our orders. We're just waiting for shipping to arrive. It just sucks. It is. But I promise you, we are going to get it back. Are you guys getting more Flame Toys Transformer kits, especially the Devastator? Yes and no. We can't get it We cannot get it promptly just because of how their supply chain. I think their supply chain is completely like shut down right now. So we're waiting for a lot of it to reopen after the whole pandemic situation. But yes, we're going to continuously bring in the new Flame Toys products. It's just a matter of time. Ripto says, even the RE Rise? Yes, we're getting a lot of, we pretty much try to restock every product that is trying to do that. So hopefully we'll get it more. I don't know how to explain to you, unless you have a specific model that you're looking for that I can answer you specifically which schedule that is, then we should try to bring in everything that is available. Yeah, so cool. All right. Sorry, I'm trying to catch back on my schedule. Cool. So on to our next topic. We have new pre-orders coming soon. So we're finally got the pricing list from Bandai for all the new pre-orders that was announced. A few days, a week ago? I forgot. Timing is kind of a blur right now. So just a little bit before, Bandai has announced all the pre-orders, and we finally got the pre-order pricing. So hopefully we're gonna work on that very, very hard. We actually just got the pricing today, right before I actually started this stream. Hopefully we can finish it off, and then tomorrow or next day we can start announcing all the pre-orders available for you guys, so you guys can go. Some of the highlights of the pre-orders I want to talk about is the new Petite Tris. I can't pronounce the name. Petite Tris Saber Ultria Pendragon. Yes, for all you guys who are waiting for it, Fate fans, your Saber has come. And if you guys didn't know, if you guys ever watched Demon Slayer, has anybody watched Demon Slayer? Guess what? They have a model kit for that as well. The new figurized, Bandai's new figurized Tanjiro Kamado is coming on pre-order as well. So imagine like, the new Sword Art Online figures or the Naruto or that kind of stuff. I guess they're doing that kind of style for their figurized line. So they're going to probably move more into anime, which is amazing for me because I absolutely love the animes that they are picking. I watch them all the time. And Tanjiro is one of my favorites. Hope they're doing their sister too. So pretty cool. Another one of the pre-orders that they're talking about is the figurized Fumina Hoshino. And if you guys ever been to Henna Hobby and you've seen our version of Fumina, you know that Bandai's copied our mouth of Fumina. That haha kind of mouth, right? What happens if I lost one of the rubber rings on my airbrush? Can I order a new one? Depends if you guys got it from us, because I don't know what airbrush you have, to be honest. But most likely all the O-rings you can actually search online. It's probably like universal. If not, then you can look up for the parts. Alright, back onto the pre-order information. We also have Black War Greymon. So all you guys are asking me about if you're ordering Black War Greymon. Yes, it's finally in. Pre-orders are coming in. Hopefully it is going to be released in the pre-order will be available tomorrow or Tuesday. So just stay tuned for more information when we finish doing all the pre-order as well. And then the Aishi Bondog and the Pokemon Gengar. I like the Pokemon series because it's really cool. Reminds me back when I was a child playing Pokemon Red and Blue. Yeah. And last but not least, RG Eva 02 unit. So that pre-order is going to be up very soon as well. If you guys haven't built any of the RG units, I am currently building the RG EVA 01 unit. I absolutely love it. The color separation is just amazing, and the way that they designed it in the piece is really, really cool. Sorry, we're currently sold out of it, so please do not message me if we actually have it or not. It's just sold out, period, sold out. We don't know when we're getting it back. We're trying to get more, but unfortunately right now, we don't know when that is going to be. But there's always the new RG unit and the RG02 and also RG00 on pre-order right now. So if you miss out your chance on getting the 01 unit, do make sure to grab yourself a pre-order of the 00 unit as well as the 02 unit. All right. All right, so that is all that I want to talk about today. And then some of the questions that we actually received before was this basic question about priming. So I want to talk really quickly about priming, and then afterwards we have one of the other guys asking about chrome. So priming, what is it? Why do you need it? Etc. etc. Priming is, in a very short form, helps you stick your paint better onto your plastic. So if you imagine if your plastic is very smooth and is very very smooth, the surface is very like perfect, especially with Bandai kits, because Bandai kit has a very nice finish on top of it. If you use a paint that is less adhesive, like less sticky onto the surface, you have a high chance of it scraping off or coming off. And on the other hand, some of the colors that the kit comes in, like the plastic comes in, you might have a difficulty of covering it. So if, for example, if you have like a red kit, a red plastic, you want to cover it with white, it's going to be kind of hard for you to actually cover the red. So priming actually allows you to neutralize the color, cover it so that you start fresh with your color, so that the bottom parts is not going to be, affecting your color as much. So for example, you might think, okay, why do I need to know this? Because, okay, it's going to be a little bit changing in the red. Who cares? Well, if you ever kit bash, or if you think about kit bashing and you're grabbing different kits from different parts from different kits, you're going to have, like blue here, green here, red here, gray here, white here. And if you want to turn all that into red and you paint it all in red, you're going to end up having different shades of red. So it's not going to look good. It's not going to look polished. It's not going to look as neat as you like. But if you prime it, you pretty much like flatten all the tones, and you make sure everything is from scratch starting off. So your red will come out the exact same from all the different pieces if you did a really good priming job. Second part is it allows you to help with your paint adhesion, so it allows the paint to actually stick better onto your kit. So less flaking, less chipping, more even tones, even coats. What even coats means is you can actually spray lighter layers on it, so you don't actually have to build up a heavy layer to actually cover it. So it means, your layers are going to be thinner, it's going to be more uniform, it's going to be more smoother, it's going to look better. Third of all, it actually has a little bit of a filling purpose, as well as kind of like a correction detection kind of thing, because it's make the entire surface matte, and it's also trying to even the entire surface. So if you have any slight scratch marks or any either dents or sand marks, it either covers it up or it'll be able to bring out highlights of those areas, so you can see, oh, this is a giant scratch on here, I have to fix this. Or if there's going to be like a lot of scratch mark on that side, you think the paint is going to cover. If the primer is not going to cover it, the paint's not going to cover it. So if you see it in your primer, after your primer, you're going to see all that scratch marks going to appear on your paint job. So you don't want to spend like hours painting and then realizing that the entire arm is all scratched up because you use a 600 grit sandpaper by accident or something, right? So that pretty much sums up the main reasons for priming. We can get into a lot more details of it, but just for you guys to start off with, that is the main reason why you want to prime, is to make sure that your paint sticks better. Your paint looks exactly like it's starting off as a neutral color, so it looks exactly what you want it to be on all different pieces. And also it helps you highlight different mistakes or scratch marks or anything that you want to fix. So if you're doing like seam line removal, and there's like bumps or ridges or gaps that you can't see with your naked eye because of the lighting. The primer will actually allow you to see better, so that's good to know too. We have a question. When are you guys going to open again? Sorry. We don't know. We don't know when we're going to be open. We have a question that we're asking when we're open. We don't know when we're going to open because we're still waiting for the Ontario government's directive to let us know when we can open. So right now, I can't tell you. They released a recent thing and saying in March, in May, whatever, small business, like more essential business can open. But that's essentially what is allowed to open, so we're not really on that list. And to be honest, we're a hobby shop. We're not really on their top of the list to open, so who knows. But on the other hand, you can actually get your stuff with our contactless pickup. So all you have to do is go online to our website at www.pandahobby.store, order it, select in-store pickup, and then after this we'll shoot you an email, and in the email there's a link. Or you can go to our website, on top black bar there's a link, and you can click on it, schedule your contactless pickup window. It's in every 15-minute intervals during the day, and enter your information, and all you have to do is come here, call, and pick up your order, and you're good to go. The reason why we're doing it in a 15-minute interval and you have to schedule for your pickup is because we have a lot of high-risk customers. We want to make sure all our customers and every one of you guys at home are safe, so we don't want multiple people coming together at the same time. So that's why we made sure that there's 15 minutes gap between every single one of you guys coming in to pick up, so you guys have the least amount of chance to run into somebody else. Yeah, I am in Toronto, I know, and May hopefully you should be #1 in the open list. Oh, you guys deliver me some stuff so fast. You guys know I don't have a car. Oh, okay. Hopefully once we open, you can come by on the weekend and meet everybody else, because we do have a build room and paint room, and everyone actually comes, hangs out on the weekend, builds, have fun. So hopefully we can open really, really soon, because we're dying too. It's really boring here. But yeah, once we open, hopefully we'll get to meet you. So just stay tuned for more information. I'm pretty sure once we find out when we're opening, we're going to launch a giant banner and emails and everything just to announce it, because it's going to be a celebration for all of us. All right, now that quickly covers priming. Now, the second question a lot of people are asking is, priming actually comes with a lot of different colors. So there is black primer, gray primer, white primer, there's brown primer, there's oxide red primer. Why do you need all these primers? If you ever think about it, everyone starts off with gray primer because gray is actually a neutral color. It allows you to achieve more of the neutral tone, like the basic color of the paint that you pick. So it's really, really close to that color, minus all the different variables and everything. Just assume that gray will get you as close as the color in the jar that you pick. Now, if you use a white primer, or if you use a white base coat, that's just another fancy name for a layer of white before your paint coat. You're gonna tint and you're gonna make your entire red more brighter. It's going to be a tint higher. It's going to be more brighter, more lighter. So it's going to do that. A lot of people other times, what they want to do is, if they have a black piece or have a dark piece and they want to make it a light piece, they use a white primer to actually fully cover that piece, because white primer covers more than it covers more, and it allows you to see if any colors shine through it or show through it. So it allows you to start fresh from there. So that's also another reason why you want to use white. Now, if you think about using white makes colors more brighter or lighter or have a tint higher, you guys will also have the black. So the black is the opposite. It makes it more darker, more duller. So if you're going for more of a chaotic, demonic look kind of stuff, you can always primer everything in black, and then every color that you paint will kind of come off as a little bit darker and a little bit more, evil, menacing looking. But yeah, so that is some ways that you can use it. Now, you can also ask me okay, why do you have red and why do you have brown as well? Those actually come with a lot of camouflage and a lot of army tanks and those kind of models as well. So with those kind of kits, a lot of people want to have this rich green or rich brown color. So red and brown actually does a really good job of actually bringing those colors out. And some people actually really like the red because it actually, a lot of the tanks uses the red primer in real life. So it kind of makes it more similar to the color that they're trying to paint with their tank that they're trying to replicate. So it doesn't really apply to Gundam as much, but it is more like, more for tanks, or more for like people that are more into modern or World War II technology, where they have primers that they're trying to match the primer color back to it as well. But you have to understand it also affects your color and your color tone as well. So if you use a brown primer or a red primer, it actually affects your colors as well. So if you guys don't want the colors to be affected, stick with gray. And if not, I would highly suggest you to play with the different colors of primers, because it comes out with different. Because at the end of the day, you save yourself money, because with one color paint jar, you can actually change the tone of it multiple ways. So if you have multiple primers with multiple paints, that's pretty much like a multiple times a multiple. So you get a lot of different colors and shades. So that's pretty cool. Now, so that's my quick summary of how primers work and what you need to do about priming. Now we have another question with chrome and how to do chrome. So I'm going to very quickly explain how to do chrome, because there's like a kajillion ways to do chrome, and the most common way to do chrome is following these current steps. There is a physical kind of process, and then before you do the physical kind of repairing the surface process and preparing the surface process, then you go to the priming and the painting. So step one, the surface of your chrome piece or your plastic has to be sanded down. It has to be surfaced. It has to be rid of all imperfections. So what happens is, will you open up another Panda hobby shop sometimes in the future? Oh my god, I wish. I wish. We're working really hard. Hopefully, if we are blessed and we are very lucky, we're able to open another shop, you'll be the first to know. But not anytime soon. It's very difficult to open one, so we're even lucky to we'll be super lucky to even open two, but hopefully, fingers crossed, right? Like the MG Epion EW version, which is a good primer for it. Give it different shades of red, like shiny, the body light red for the wings, and what if you want to do plastic with gold paint? All right, but with your specific question, no one really mixes different primers for different parts of their kit. It's mostly a common practice to use one primer for your entire kit. The reason why is because you don't want to accidentally paint something with a different tone than everything else. For example, if you want your chest piece to be bright and red, and you paint it with a white primer and you put in red, but over here in your arms area, you paint it in like a green, brown primer with red, that is going to be a different tone. You might run the risk of coming back out to look very differently for your overall kit, because it's going to be different popping in different shades out. What we usually recommend for best practices before you start jumping into the deep end is to paint everything in one single primer, so that you kind of get the idea of how the colors come out. Then afterwards you can do your additional post or pre-shading, and then you can fix it out with some weathering. So that allows you to keep the entire piece in the same kind of tone, same shade, if you understand me. But after that, then once you want to go beyond that and start doing different types of primer, then by all means try that. But I wouldn't suggest using different primers. But if you want to use a primer for the Epion, I'd say gray, depending on what color. Black, if majority of parts of your body is already black, using a black primer is going to be pretty hard, because you won't be able to see where you're painting. So that might suck a little bit. So I would say gray. If you're starting out, just use gray. We have another question. What chrome paint is better, the Moto one or the AK Extreme Metal one? Oh, that's a tough one. The AK Extreme Metal has a lot more range. The Moto one seems to have a lot more shine and chrome to it. So if you're looking for a selection of paint ranges, I'd say AK Extreme, and also they're much easier to use. The modal one is a little bit more advanced just because there's actually multiple steps to it, which I'm trying to get to explain right now, is how to do a chrome paint job. Now, the chrome paint job, again, well, what was I saying? You have, oh man, I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, so you sand the pieces. You want to sand the parts and you want to make sure the entire piece is smooth. So any seam lines, you want to remove it. Any imperfection, flashing is like, you know, the weird things that happens on your plastic when you open the kit, like from the manufacturer. You see like webs or dips or whatever, those kind of stuff. Those are just how the plastic is during the manufacturing process. Don't want to get too much into details of it, but it's pretty much that. So a lot of people want to fix it, make it even, make it smooth so that it looks like one full piece, one smooth piece, right? So you want to sand it, you want to sand it down, you want to make sure that entire surface is flat, it's even, and then you want to prime it. So then from that point on, a lot of people start with a very low grit primer, so like a 500 surfacer or maybe 1,000 surfacer. They prime it, sand it down again, prime it with another layer on top, like a 1200, sand it down again, and then goes to a 1500, and that will be your last level, because 1500 is a very, very, very fine primer. So the numbers represent how fine it is. The higher the number means the more smoother the primer is, which also means the less it covers up. So what it covers up means, if you take a piece of plastic and you run a sandpaper on it, right, you'll see all the scratch marks. So if you use a low grit primer, like a 1000 or like a 500, you can actually cover those sanding marks. A lot of people wouldn't really use the 500 to spray on just because it's really thick. It's more of like a paste. Not like a paste, like a watery paste. They use that to actually cover gaps or seam lines, to kind of like cover bigger chunks of holes. But you can technically spray it on if you really want to. But usually a lot of people will start with 1000. So 1000 will cover all those scratch marks. Then you'll look at it again and be like, okay, I have some very big, deep scratch marks, and I'll maybe sand it off. Or maybe after you spray it, you realize the surface is actually really wavy and really, you know, uneven. Sand it off, do that again. So the point of it is to get your surface as smooth as possible and as flat as possible, because the chrome only works and only looks good if your surface is as best as it can be. So for all you guys at home that's starting paint and you're thinking, hey, I want to pick one color and I want to paint it, it's going to look exactly the same as all those pictures online because they're like super miracle. It doesn't happen. It doesn't work. You have to put the hours into it. You have to put your effort into it. At the end of the day, this hobby, the amount of hours and the amount of effort that you put into your project shows up at the end of the result. So that's why we always say, you know, just take your time, enjoy it, enjoy the learning process, because once you finish and learning and doing everything, it kind of gets boring. So it's the whole fun of it is actually learning the entire process. All right, so now you have your piece. It's smooth. You primed it 2 or 3 times. It's good. Finished off at 1500 surfacer. Really, 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 really good. Really mint, right? Then you want to paint it, base coat it with a gloss black, okay? And I know a lot of you guys have the same question. What if I just use a black primer? It doesn't work because primers aren't smooth. Primers are not glossy. Primers are not the same as black paint. You can't skip the step using a black primer and then going into your chrome, because you need that super slick, glossy black base coat to get that shine really out of it. So if you don't do that step, you're gonna waste all your effort. So just do that step. Just grab a regular gloss black and paint it. So you want to paint a nice smooth layer onto it. You really want to get a really nice smooth layer as well. Use the leveling thinner. Leveling thinner has retardant agent into it, or some kind of retardant agent into it that delays the drying process. So make sure the entire coat is nice, smooth, and glossy. So that's really, really cool. So once you do your gloss black, then you go to your chrome. You paint your chrome. And then once you paint your chrome, you spray it on, you paint it on, you want to polish it, you want to wipe it down. Be very, very, very careful during the step. A lot of people think that you put some elbow grease, you put some effort into it, you get a really nice shine. You might run the risk of ripping off your chrome, because chrome paints, especially metal paints like chrome or those kind of, silvers, chrome, aluminum, those kind of metal style paints, they have very, very fine pigment particles in their paints. Pigments are what makes the paint whatever color it is. So it's like little speckles of things. Those essentially is very, very light, and you have a very, very thin layer of it to make that nice chrome look. That also means that it's not as durable, it's not as strong as your gloss black or your red or your brown or whatever, because they also have thicker and more durable pigment. Like, they're more durable paints. So be very careful of that. Just lightly kind of brush it off with like a nice cloth, soft cloth. Chrome, we have like those polishing cloths as well. Just nicely rub it. You get that nice shine to it. And that, my friend, is how you do chrome. This actually splits from a multiple different ways to do it, just because most people like to do with certain types of products. Most people want to do certain types of paint products. They differ a little bit from each other, but all in all, the gist of it is that. That is how you do chrome. Now, chrome is exactly the same as candy color. Those super glossy, red, shiny titanium reds that all those azabis on the internet are like painted with. That's candy color. That's exactly chrome, but right at the last step, they don't end at chrome. They just put a clear color on it. So they pick clear red. So you missed a nice clear red on top of your chrome, and you have this very shiny candy color red. A lot of people will argue saying that candy color is just high gloss color. So if you get a really high gloss red and you polish the crap out of it, that is your candy color. Doesn't look the same. Really, it doesn't look the same. If you ever seen a chrome turned clear red candy color versus somebody painted a gloss red and polished the crap out of it, it's a big difference. So with that, I have covered the the priming, and as well as the gist of doing chrome paint job, and did all the informations, all the announcements, and hopefully you guys had a great time watching us, and we hope to see you guys soon at whenever the store is open. But during this time, remember, we do have an online site at www.pandahobby.store. We have an amazing site. You can do everything on it, from filtering and from searching. You can pick your colors, you can paint your paints by colors as well. You can even put your emails for restock notification, just because you don't want to come back every single day to check if your kit that you're looking for has been restocked and without you knowing, and sell out again. So it will send you an email right away. We recently got the Iwata. Just to summarize, anybody that are coming on right now that didn't know, we have Iwata now. We're a crown dealer, so we're soon going to get a lot more stuff. So that's exciting news for us too. And then we also have contactless pickup. So we just want to make sure that you guys are all taken care of and you guys are staying safe. And that's all from me today. So I'm going to throw up the poll for whatever contest we're going to do next. And hopefully you guys can vote if you guys want to do a Star Wars theme just to celebrate May the 4th. Or you guys want to do a Gundam theme. So we will probably put it on our social media platforms. So please vote, and please let us know what you guys want to do. And last question before I go. What airbrush compressor combos you got? Yes, this one I really want to talk to you about. For everyone that's actually starting airbrushing and they want to get into airbrushing, this is the amazing product that we got. I am super happy for this, because you get the Iwata Neo and the Neo air compressor and some paints. Please don't use the paints on the Gundams. This entire package for $239.99. This is even cheaper than the L3 package that we got. And this is a dual action airbrush. So a good brand name, a reputable brand name, good products, good price. What can you do? So if you're gonna end up gonna buy something off eBay or Amazon, some like knockoff China brands, might as well just grab one of this one, because this is Iwata, fully from Japan. So this is more reliable than the ones that you get online. So that's why we're super excited about it. And even with that airbrush, I know a lot of builders right now still use that airbrush, even though that they've been like multiple years into the hobby. So it's not something that you really need to like throw away. It's not garbage. So you actually can use it. The compressors, for example, will be able to get you through your first year or 2 years of hobby. By years, I mean like as you grow and as you want more from your hobby, you probably want to upgrade. If not, if you're a casual person, you're probably going to stick to this forever. So if you don't see a problem while using it, you won't have a problem later on. But if you're like, oh, I need more power or whatever, then you're probably a person that's trying to do more than you're currently at, or you want to explore more options, and that's the only time that you probably want to upgrade. So if you have any more questions, feel free to ask below. We'll try to cover it as well. And if not, then you can always shoot us an email or a social media message or private message on Instagram or Facebook, and we'll try our best to answer it. And hopefully you guys have a good time and stay safe out there. And we'll have more updates for you later this week, hopefully. We have a lot of stuff we're working on behind the scenes, just to let you guys know, like a lot of stuff. And it's just a matter of time before we actually finish it to announce it. So that's why we don't have an exact deadline yet, just because there's just so much stuff kind of happening right now in the current situation. But we have a lot of exciting news that we want to talk to you guys about. And so we're just waiting for everything to finish before we can actually announce it to you. So thanks for tuning in to Panda Hobby, and I hope you guys are staying safe, and hope this helps you with a wonderful Sunday outside, to keep your mind off of outside, to stay indoors, and to make sure that you guys are not going crazy. So until next time, stay safe, guys.